Hello and welcome, my Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this full moon to new moon next Halloween, October, last day to November. Very excited to be reading for you. I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing*TheCircle Productions, Virgo sun sign, the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. Hi. Hey, my Virgo brothers, this is Virgo power, right? Is it Virgo witch? Virgo witch, that's me. Research, research, research. Work, 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 work. How you all doing? My subscribers, welcome back. Thank you so much, my Virgo collective. I love you all so much. Doing the work for you all, very occupied with all the creativity and the healing and all of that stuff, inner and outer. Really can... I truly feel the emotion of gratitude when it comes to my subscribers, right? It's something I tune to every day. You're helping me on my journey. It's Virgos helping Virgos. What could be better on planet Earth? Making my way. My newest goal is not 2,000 subscribers, which would be natural, or 5,000. No, we are slow and steady winning the race towards 30,000 subscribers so that I can have the membership deal, the join button, so I can put my extended readings here and do members only live chats, which would just make reading so much better because so many people are from my Facebook group, my Mark Angelo Lyons Mal for short private Facebook group. You can find it. It's just no one can see who's in it or what we post, right? So it would just be really, really cool to do that stuff there. More intimate setting without people out of nowhere jumping into the room and being rude. How rude. You with me? Cool. You're new to my channel, please do. If you like the video, just hit thumbs up. Even if you don't like the video, hit thumbs up, right? Because it's just going to help people see my stuff. It's how it works. Apparently, notifications are really a key part of it, so hit that notification bell. I mean, you'll hear it on every video that every reader does, and I get why now. It took a while to figure it out, so here we are. Enough of all of that business. Let's get down to this reading. We are doing a What Do I Need read, 7-card draw. One card from 7 different decks that I work with. They're all listed in the description box all the way at the bottom. We are doing 2 tarot decks, 3 healing systems, and 2 oracles, asking the divine, the pantheons of the divine, what it is that you need for this full moon in Taurus on Halloween, October 31st, in the morning though, right? So do your magic Friday night, just saying, the 30th. To the new moon in Scorpio on the 15th. Now, by the way, that's 12:07 a.m. too, so I would say the 14th, if you want to get your dark moon stuff done, do it then. But if you want to do your new moon stuff, wait until 12:08 a.m. if you're up. I probably will be anyway. So just wanted to put that out there. It's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. What does it feel like in your body? Even if it's not your read, check your other signs, because your other signs are going to maybe give you different situations you need to know about. We don't know what we need. I mean, food, clothing, shelter, right? But, in terms of the guidance and the grace, just approach with humility. Virgos are good at it. I know that I don't know everything, but I'm willing to be shown. But screw you all this way. Tell me this way, right? All right, I guess that's it. Let's do this. Take a nice deep breath and let's get up in this gig. Breathe. Oh yeah, I might be in this one. I forget. Please. My beloved collective pantheons of angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, and the higher selves of all involved, perhaps my own included, please. Using the Caroline Myss archetype card, what is the dominant archetype that the Virgo collective is dealing with within themselves, within another, within a situation, any combo of those, or all 3 at once in a big call of mirrors situation here? What is the archetypal power being alchemized this waning moon from lead to gold, from toxic to healthy? Right, alchemization, lead has 3 more atoms than gold, so 3 things must be given up, let go, healed, transformed, dissolved, whatever you want to call that. So please, for the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, what's our dominant archetype we're dealing with this full moon in Taurus to new moon next in Scorpio? This one, October, November 2020. Thank you. Took a while. It's a lot of cards. Well, The Judge archetype, wisdom, family. This is not about being judgy, although let's look at the shadow and the light. No, come on, we're good at this. I mean, Libras sort of haven't totally cornered the market on the Judge archetype, right? With the scales, singing scales. The shadow attribute, offering only destructive criticism. A Virgo? Never. Misusing business, legal, or criminal authority, right? So it's even using the authority given to you in a way that is shadow, that you don't want anybody to know about, right? Or you don't even want to look at. The light attribute, though, balancing justice and compassion, and that's a tricky balance. But man, Virgos, we're good at it. We are, because we can viscerally sometimes feel what people are going through. It's an empathic thing, right? But more physical empathy. People don't understand there are different levels of empathy, even intuitively. Managing the fair distribution of power. So I hope this is us, right? Because it's a really good archetype, and come on. It's why I don't write reviews. Well, I'll write reviews for things on Amazon and stuff like that, and I would even write like book and movie reviews. But I could be really critical. Like, you put me, oh my God. Oh, good choreography done badly. Oh, right? Someone's singing off key. People are like, come on, we're going to karaoke. You want to come? I'm like, well, you can find the 7 wild horses to fucking drag me there. No, it's like someone singing off key is so visceral to me. It's like a rusty rake across an old-fashioned chalkboard, right? Screw the chalk, right? So I know the shadow side of the Judge, but any archetype can be judgy. Any archetype can be judgmental. So this is a bit more of a specialization. All right, we're off and running again. You, someone you're dealing with, right? Could be a legal situation, right? All sorts of ways that can play itself out. That's collective reads for you, which is why, taking the private reads, people are like, can we just pick up for where that one left off? I'm like, I'm going to have to watch it. What went down, right? Because I do so many of them in a day, let alone a week. Daughters of the Moon Tarot, what's going on inside of you that you need to be aware of? Breathe. Yes, the divine feminine, the goddesses, half of the universal energy of the universe, my goddesses of earth, the sign of Virgo. Please, I need one card in clarity for the Virgo collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, this full moon in Taurus to new moon next in Scorpio, October into November 2020. What do they need to be aware of inside of themselves, particularly with this Judge archetype in alchemical process? Oh boy. Now, not only do we have the Judge, which talks about justice, we get a card that looks like blind justice. Now, this is not blind justice. This is the Four of Blades in the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, which speaks of deception, but also carries that same Four of Swords energy from traditional tarot. Closing the eyes, going within, resting the mind, seeing through the beliefs that no longer serve. Look, there are certain beliefs we have growing up that are necessary for our survival. I use this, it's a little lame, but it makes sense. Like, don't talk to strangers is really good for a 4-year-old, a fucking nightmare in a 44-year-old, right? It's like, how are you going to order a pizza, right? Tippity-tap, typing, phoning, I guess, texting. But that there's something being outgrown here. Something, perhaps a necessary belief system, a necessary way of looking at things mentally in particular. And let's face it, we are ruled by Mercury, which I believe is still in retrograde right now. Ugh, we can keep track of all that shit anymore. Let the astrologers. I am not an astrologer. I just play one on YouTube. No, but I speak the lingo like a visiting dignitary, right? I've been trained in it, but it's not my fluent tongue. Tarot is, right? So what is the deception going on inside of you? Are you deceiving yourself? Are you feeling that you are being deceived with a particular type of information in which you need to be the judge and really sort of weigh this thing out, or dealing with somebody that you're kind of getting, they're putting a thumb on the scale. There's some shadow shit going on here. One would assume, pardon me, little half and half, and the coffee goes a long way. Breathe. Okay. You ready? My gods. Oh, my gods of Earth and Virgo. The other half of the universal energy. Dionysus in particular. My God, who sits in the throne of Virgo, please, one card in clarity for the Virgo collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, this full moon in Taurus to new moon next in Scorpio. What do they need to be aware of outside of themselves, particularly if they're picking up on a deception? Inside of themselves, that sense of something's off here, there's something I'm not seeing. I don't know if it's because I don't want to see it or it's being hidden from me, or if they are truly deceiving themselves. What's going on in the outside here that they need to be aware of this full moon to new moon next? Interesting. The Seven of Pentacles, definitely a card of assigning value, right? Physical value, about looking things over. Look, I'm going to tell you, don't sign contracts until Mercury goes direct. That I am big on. In fact, we're in negotiations for the Kindle version of one of my books. It's going back and forth, and I'm like, you let me know when Mercury's direct, and then we'll look at this again, right? Well, a couple of days after it, right? So just make sure that the analysis that you are getting, now I would say appraisal, like if you were going to get a house appraised, right, to buy or sell, that kind of thing, that there's something that might be a little hanky-janky going on here. Now, maybe the appraisal that you get is absolutely accurate and right on, but you're not seeing it that way. Either way, the judge archetype is way involved here, right? Like sometimes, you know, like for my services, for just as an example, people like $100 an hour, I don't know if I can afford it. I've never turned people away because of money, but it's not like I'm only working in that hour that I read them, right? There's the prep, there's the tech, there's the get myself ready, there's the prayer, there's the so it's an equal exchange. You're always looking for an equal exchange, but I feel like there's something off here. Don't know. I mean, if you're literally trying to pull the wool over someone's eyes in terms of the fair balance of power, perhaps financially, that's a tricky sticky. You might want to check yourself before you wreck yourself. I don't feel like a Virgo would do that, but then again, I'm really optimistic about Virgos. Besides, some of them might just be rising. No offense. Like I'm Leo rising. I'm not a Leo. I just look like one, but it's Mars conjunct, so fire lion. Wow. Shall we? The Ascended Masters. Through the Chuck Spezzano Love Pack. 3 suits. Problem, luck, healing, and grace. The Ascended Masters will also be working through the Healing Mantra deck, the last card down. Oh, by the way, I said 3 healing systems. We've got the Carolyn Mace, Chuck Spezzano, Matt Kahn. You got your 2 tarot on the table, so we got some more cards to do, but definitely those 2 oracle cards have been helping a lot in these reads. Breathe. Oh, my beloved, delicious Ascended Masters. Yep, for the Virgos, please, I need 1 card in clarity. What is it we need to be aware of? Like, what is the piece of luck right in front of us that we may not see? The piece of the problem that we need to address or be aware of? The piece of healing we need to embrace? Or the piece of grace that we need to allow, that is already here and need to allow to move through us? For the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, this full moon in Taurus to new moon next in Scorpio, October, November 2020. We got the Judge. We've got 4 of Blades, deception on the inner. We've got 7 of Pentacles on the outer, please. What do we need? Oh, we need to be aware of the problem of control. Control. Little Janet Jackson moment for you there. Look, there is a control issue in play here, and it is a problem. This could very well be a tug of war over money, but I feel like there is something inaccurate about the calculation, and probably deliberately inaccurate. Someone's either overvaluing or undervaluing something instead of hitting it right on the nose. Now, I don't feel like this is accident. I don't feel like this is a mistake or an oversight. Someone's futzing with the books in some way, shape, or form, right? For a sense of control. Oh my God, I've seen it so many times in business. People come to me for business stuff all the time. People think I'm just a love witch. I am. The true love witch, absolutely. I'm good with the relationship stuff. But money is second chakra too, right? Money and creativity. Where people, well, because I've suffered in this industry, I deserve this, 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 and this, which is more solar plexus entitlement, but whatever. And they don't understand the work that other people have put in, that it's equal, even though their positions may be different, right? So it feels like there's a thumb on the scale here somewhere. If it's you really, Virgo, feel in your gut, is this the honorable way of dealing with this? Are you deceiving yourself by saying, well, because I've suffered and what I've been through, I deserve and it's still a thumb on the scale. It's still not fair and equitable, because it's not about the money. It's about a sense of control. And are you the one, I don't know, you put a leash around my neck, but you better watch out, right? Virgos, we're not good with that. We're not good with being told what to do usually, unless it's an authority that we find honorable and respectful, right? Or that is worthy of respect. Then it's like, all right, this is the system. This is the way that we do it. But see, what people don't get about Virgos is that we are the element of sand, mutable earth. Sand never really sits still for very long. But I don't know that this is empirically true, but every piece of sand is completely unique. How do we know that? There are no 2 grains of sand on planet Earth that are identical, right? But that means we're highly individual, and we can wiggle our way in or out of anything, just like a grain of sand. It's like, I remember once we were like, how did I get a grain of sand in my ear? I haven't been to the beach in months, right? It's like, where were you? Right? It's that kind of thing. Bottom of purses, right? Yeah. So we get into and out of anything here, but that control issue, let's keep going. Of course, we're going to keep going. What's the angel that you can call upon, that you need to call upon, that's totally aware of this situation and a way has been assigned to you? But you see, the thing is, we have to, the call always has to come from our dimension, right? I mean, yeah, there are angels that'll intervene, but sometimes it comes because we go, oh my God, help. There's the call, there's the permission. So let's see what angel walks with you that you need to connect with. Breathe. Because these are my people, my angels and archangels of earth, my aerialites, my urielites, my aureolites, element of air, powers of the north. Hello, hello, hello. Please, can I get one card in clarity for my beloved Virgo collective sun, rising Venus signs for this? What angel do they need to call upon this full moon in Taurus to new moon next in Scorpio, October into November 2020, please? Who's the angel we need to call upon? The angel of the focus. Now, what made me laugh, because they make me laugh. I make them laugh, I hope. They said that I've been contemplating how many tarot readers on YouTube are Virgos. I think it's the majority. I don't think it's all of us, obviously, but I have noticed there's a crap ton of Virgos. So what I'm thinking of doing is making a post on my community page. Comment if you like this idea, to post the links to channels on YouTube of readers that are Virgos, like in the post, not on a separate video. Because I would love for us all to get together, right? Like the Virgo collective. Oh, that sounds intense, right? Talk about a focus. Now look, focus, the angel of focus. What would the angel of focus do? What's its job? To help you focus, to bring things into focus, particularly if in the internal world there's a blindfold. There's no focus with a blindfold. And I know this card looks like the 2 of Blades, but there are 2 more under the bench. She's sitting on that hard bench. So I know it looks like the 2 of Swords, but it's the 4th, hence deceptive. There's something hidden here that changes the meaning on the inside, and I feel like you sense that. So can you focus on what you are feeling and what you are thinking, right? That internal world, to see what maybe you were not ready to see before. Nonetheless, we can be very extra focused on detail, little itty bitty grains of sand. So play with that. That's a big word. And by the way, focus and criticism, critical care, critical writing, critical math. What is that? It's in the more than the details. It's in the minutia. $5 word. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Mom, for the huge vocabulary. Yeah, incarnate with a teacher as a mom. I'll look it up, but she regrets that. Breathe. Higher selves have all involved. Higher selves have all involved. The Whisper of Love Oracle. This was angel card, was Oracle number 1. Here's Oracle number 2. Let's ask the higher selves what we need. Breathe. Hello, higher selves have all involved. Indeed, my own included. I feel you. please. I need one card in clarity for the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, this full moon in Taurus to new moon next in Scorpio. What is the piece of information, inspiration, or insight that we need from our own higher selves this full moon to new moon next? We've got the Judge archetype, we've got deception, we've got the Seven of Pentacles, we've got a control issue problem, and we've got that sounds very Virgo. And we've got the Angel of Focus extending a hand, a wing, some help, some healing. So what have you got for us? The piece of information, inspiration, or insight that we need this full moon to new moon next. Embrace your emotions, Virgo. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. I think that's exactly what this card of focus is saying. There's something in your gut that you need to be aware of, and it's when you think about it. In other words, if you're not thinking about it, you might not be feeling it, but you think a person's name or a situation, right? And this is what they're telling me, and I certainly know this to be true with me. You know, Virgo, we're ruled by the intestines, right? So the solar plexus isn't really the intestines, but if it hits you in the solar plexus, it's usually an honor code thing, yours or someone else, or something hanky-janky going on. If it's second chakra, then it's soul contract based, right? So really focus on not just your emotions, your feelings. So you don't push, you see, they're conflating feelings and emotions. And this is just something I learned that makes a lot of sense to me as a Virgo. Lower three chakras, intuitive feelings. Carolyn Mace, 3 levels of power. Anatomy of the spirit, right? Plugging into the external world. That's the physical intuition of the world. That when you get a hit, not punched, but a hit, intuitive hit in one of those 3, it's really telling you navigation about the yang world, the external world. Except if it hits you in the solar plexus, that's personal power. That's honor code. That's the gut which says something's off here. And if you move forward with that saying don't, it never goes well. And sometimes it tells you to jump when all of the data seems otherwise, but I feel like there's something off with the data here, and I think it's deliberate. Focus. Make sure your paperwork is in order. I know saying that to a Virgo is ridiculous, but what if you're a Gemini sun with a Virgo moon? My God, we have to get them help. I pick on Geminis, I'm allowed. I think we should all have one zodiacal bias in our lives. This fucking guy. I can't wait till What We Do in the Shadows come back. I've been watching the reruns. I love Nandor. Nandor forever. Literally. Let's keep going. Although I have to say Guillermo season 2 is such a turn on. Steak. I'll have my steak rare. Breathe. Yeah, from Vampires to Ascended Masters. Last card down. The Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck. Blessed be. My Ascended Masters, please. One card in clarity for us Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. This full moon in Taurus to new moon next in Scorpio. What is the perfect healing mantra we need? Because we got the Judge archetype ourselves, someone else, a situation, all of that. Side of fries optional, hopefully. Inside we got deception. So if we've been deceived and we are unaware of it, then we are unaware of it. And I get the card of the focus and embrace your emotions. It's telling us intuitively we know something here with that 7 of Pentacles, some kind of appraisal or figuring things out. It's a very Virgo card in that sense when you're appraising something, because I feel like there are details that are being hidden here. There's a deception in the details. The devil's in the details. So yeah, there's a control thing here. We might be dealing with our own sense of control. We might be dealing with somebody else's, particularly if there is a legal issue here, by the way, with an actual judge, right? So we might be struggling with our own control issues there. So to embrace our emotions with focus, what is then, using that angel, the healing angel of focus, what is the healing mantra that we can focus on this full moon to new moon next, October into November 2020. Deconstructing doubt. Excellent. Excellent, I say. Excellent. Now, who else got this? Gemini got this. Figures. Deconstructing doubt. Only my beliefs are in the way. Only my beliefs are in the way. Deconstructing doubt. So that certainly would indicate that whatever is going on inside of us, does this mean that we are doubting the information or doubting our gut? That's going to play itself out individually. But I'm just telling you, don't doubt your gut. Well, because it doesn't mean you have to storm away. But you could say, I want to take a look at those numbers. I would like to have someone else take a look at these numbers if you don't mind. And, right, you know, start bringing some truth into this. Let me get this one for you. It's a good mantra. I've worked all of these, I think, pretty much. Some of them I've gotten day after day after day, right? So they really make their way in there. And these aren't affirmations to me. They are mantras. They're the points of view of the soul. Here we go. Only my beliefs are in my way. As you deconstruct doubt, you are no longer lost in the concerns and curiosities of what if, but are more rooted in the truth of what is. And I feel like that's an earth sign thing, right? As much as people want to talk about the second sight, I'm like, how's your first sight? Can you see what's actually here? Right? Can you see what's actually going on? When doubt is deconstructed, hardship is no longer a sign of misfortune. It is an opportunity to step outside your comfort zone and meet the higher aspects of soul that exist just beyond the boundaries of the self. So there's this whole other level of consciousness and life waiting for you on the other side of this. Now, granted, there's no major arcana card here, but there's what you need, what we need, I'll keep myself in this, is to really keep an eye on the voice that doubts what we are feeling. As children, we've got another little piece on here. I'll get to that. But as children, there were things we knew were off, but we had to do them anyway. And in some cases, to very traumatic end. We'll just leave that there, right? Obey your elders. Not all of them, sweetheart. So, you know what I'm saying? We've been talked into a lot of crazy shit. So we might have that self-doubt within us from childhood, not to mention how everybody is in doubt right now of what the fuck's going to happen next in 2020. Oh my God, particularly over these next 2 weeks. Holy crap, I just realized what's coming up here in the United States in a couple of days. More than a couple, but depends on when you're watching this. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? So check the empathic part of it. Really brilliant, brilliant, brilliant mantra for us. This mantra is ideal for aligning with truth, helpful, being more self-actualized, and transforming inferiority. So that's the thing. If you're feeling like, well, I don't know. No, you just don't have all the information, and the doubt is getting the better of you. But if the doubt, I'm telling you, if the doubt is, oh, I don't want to do this, something feels off, step back. Continue a deeper appraisal process. These are lovely. I don't know why more people don't watch these reads. I think they fit together like puzzle pieces like 90% of the time. So let me put the pieces of the puzzle together for you. We've got the judge archetype. Use someone else's situation, any combo, all of that. And just to remember, the shadow attribute, offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. The light attribute, balancing justice and compassion. That I feel like is big on this one. Managing the fair distribution of power. And I do feel like there's a money thing here. So inside, you know, so you're either deceiving yourself or you're being deceived. You may not know which is which. You might be dealing with a gaslighter in terms of some kind of physical assessment, some way of looking at what's going on physically. I'm getting a financial piece for a lot of you, but this might also be the analysis, better than analysis, the appraisal of a relationship, right? Because that would explain a control drama. Now, that just popped into my head, control drama. Celestine prophecy. Chapter 4, the competition for power, James Redfield. Okay, I don't know where my, there are things I don't know where they are in my house. That I can remember. Yeah, thanks, Mom. The Akashic records in my cerebellum. There's definitely a control issue here. Intimidator, interrogator, aloof, and poor me. Look him up. James Redfield's all I can say about that right now, because there is definitely a focus needed here. The angel of focus. Help me focus on what I need, to know here while I embrace my emotions. And I think then when you bring in the card of deconstructing doubt, you can see why you doubt your gut and why you don't have to. That your intuition, whatever is going on in here, whatever this deception is, it might be that you're deceiving yourself about, you know, something's off here. You know, something has to be let go of, waned, whatever. One way or another, though, if you can do this with balancing justice and compassion. Do what's right and not chop somebody's head off. Sometimes their heads need to be chopped off. symbolically speaking. You got to speak your truth that way. But then that is ruthless compassion, the goddess Kali, the mask that Kuan Yin will wear every now and again when she can't get through to you with the softness and the sweetness. She goes, I love you so much, I'm going to knock shit down. I'm going to send you some stuff so that you heal, learn, and grow. So let me give you the blessing. May us Virgo collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that we need this full moon in Taurus to new moon in Scorpio, that whatever appraisal that we are dealing with on the outside, we can deconstruct out, getting that only our beliefs are in the way, particularly if we're feeling we are being deceived or deceiving ourselves. Dealing with the judge archetype, that we alchemize it from lead to gold, from shadow to light, moving into that fair distribution of power and the balance of compassion with justice as we embrace our emotions with deeper focus, seeing what is controlling us on the inner or on the outer, resolving that problem as we heal, grow, and become the very best we can be for the well-being of all. So motivate. And so it is. And thank you for watching. Again, like this video if you like it. That's what helps other people see it. That's what they tell me. So please do hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm a lot of fun. Help me on my goals, and I will help you with yours, albeit indirectly through YouTube. But with that membership group thingy, we can go much deeper. Wishing you all the very best and the very blessed of all of it, my Virgos. Virgo power. Hail. Fare well. I mean that. Fare very, very well. And blessed, blessed be.